Welcome guys, I am Vikram Kakar, a student of ACAS Cloud. Today we will see how to create a virtual network and a subnet within that, and then a standard storage account and a Windows VM. We will remotely log into the VM and then we will disable the Ethernet connection, and we will see how to remotely log into a VM if the Ethernet is disabled. So there are two ways. We will see one of the ways today. So first of all, let's begin with creating the first part, creating a virtual network, a subnet, storage account, and a VM. So we first of all create a virtual network. So I've already created a resource group. I'll call this my VNet. I'll select the address space. So I'm using the first two sections of this, and I've got the next two sections still available, so I can easily create a subnet. I'll delete the default subnet and create a new subnet. I'll call this my subnet. So I'm using one of the sections from the address space to create a subnet, and I'll click add, and I will review and create. The virtual network has been deployed. I will now create a storage account. So this is mostly the same specifications. However, on the networking page, I will select public endpoint because I want to select the VNet which I have created. So as you see, when I select this option, it gives me the option to select my VNet. So I will select my VNet and my subnet, and I will review and create. So now that the storage account has been created, I will go and create a VM. I will call this Windows. I will leave the RDP port so that we can remotely connect. Because we have created a storage account, so I will go in the advanced menu and untick this box for the managed disks. And then in the networking page, it should pre-select my VNet and my subnet. So which it has done. I will now review and create. The VM is deployed. Now I will log into the VM. So we have logged into the VM. Just first of all, just to confirm, I'll go into the command prompt. I will type ipconfig and just confirm, just have a look at the IP which we have created. So we created a virtual network today, and then a subnet within that, which is mentioned over here, the subnet mask. This is the private IP of this VM. I will type ncpa.cpl. This will take me to the Ethernet connection. Now I'm going to disable the Ethernet connection. So I will right click and I will disable. We will now have a look at how to log into this VM when the Ethernet is disabled. So this PC has shut down. So we will have a look at the first method today, which is resetting the NI card. So we go to the VM, we go to the networking page. This is a network interface card, Windows 116, which Azure has assigned. We go inside it and select IP configurations. We click the IP configuration, and then we change the assignment from dynamic to static. So we have quite a few host spaces available. I will change that to 5. So I've changed the private IP address slightly. I will save it. So now that this has been saved, I will go inside the Windows VM again, and I will copy the public IP, and we will try and log in to the VM again, and let's see if this works. So we have logged inside this VM. Now we will just confirm by going to the command prompt, and we will type ipconfig. We can see that this now has a new IP address, a new private IP address. We can now, if we want, go back to the VM settings and change the IP address back to what it was if we want. I'm not going to do that. However, you can do that if you need to. We have reset the NI card and been able to log into this VM. So what we did today, we created our own virtual network, a subnet within that, and then we created a storage account and a Windows VM. We logged inside the VM, we confirmed the private IP and the subnet we have created. We disabled the Ethernet connection. So there are two methods of connecting to a VM when the Ethernet connection is disabled. So we saw the first method today, which is resetting the NI card. Hope this information and this video is useful for you guys. Thank you very much.